So hello guys, I hope I am audible to you and my voice is clear and my screen is visible to you. Let me check first, then we can continue. Okay. So I hope my screen is visible to you. The thing I will be teaching, I have today changed some plans regarding the teaching method of mine. So today I will be teaching you on using my phone's screen because of the lack of resources we have. So like few days back I was teaching you using the podcast, or it did not display anything on the screen. But today I have changed the method. Today I will be using my phone's screen so that your understanding can be improved. Okay. So now we are going to start with like our section of the uh, I would say section of polity was almost complete. So where do we start now? Okay, history is almost complete. So now today we can start with the section of economics. Fine, it's fine. So today I'm thinking you to teach of the like sports. Okay, today we are going to study about the sports. I hope my screen is visible to you and my voice is clear. And I will be teaching in English because I am thinking of to improving my English. So there may be some issues with you. I hope my screen is visible and there is less lag. Let me see. How does it write? Fine, it is writing right. So now today we are going to start with the sports part. Okay. So coming on to the sport, it covers almost a very heavy part of the last year's GK. Okay. So last year's GK, it was a really important part. I have drawn a line because you know that there are some issues with the phones, I would say. So let me do it a full screen. So now we are talking about the Olympics first. Olympics. So there is history of Olympics. What is the governing body of Olympics? It is IOC, International Olympic Committee. Where is the headquarters of this located? The headquarters are in Paris, France. So Paris is a place where the Olympics of 2024 happened. Okay. And next is going to happen in Australia. So please remember that. Okay. So in 1984, it was founded by Perry de Coubertin. Okay. And 1994. Okay. So initially it was in Paris, France, but currently it is in Geneva, Lausanne, Switzerland. Okay. Switzerland. Okay. So currently, who is the president of IOC? It is Christy Coventry. You have to remember that because last year this question was asked who was the current chairman. So it is Christy Coventry is the current president of the IOC. Official motto is Citius, Altius, Fortius. All three has a meaning like faster, higher, stronger together. Now coming out to the what is symbol? There are we know that there are Olympic rings and they are of different colors. Okay. So generally there are five rings. This is I have made wrong. One, two, three, and this kind of rings. So this generally tells us about the continents that have, and they all rings have different color. Okay, they represent five continents. And you will ask, there are seven, but why only five are represented? So the reason for this is because we know that the number of people living in Antarctica and Antarctica, number of people in Antarctica and architect are really less. Okay, so this is done. What is the selection process happens through? What selection process of the host city happens through ballot paper? Okay, some representative go there and they choose in which city it is going to be happen. So talking about Winter Olympics, first Winter Olympics were happened in Sweden. Sweden is a Nordic country. We know there is a Sweden. Fine. So now coming on to the part of Olympics game timeline. First Winter Olympics, the first summer is in 1896. Summer Olympics. Winter Olympics was in 1924 at Chamonix, France. Okay. And first Paralympics were in Rome, Italy, जिसमें हमारे like Petkar साहब ने he has participated and won a gold in 50-meter swimming. And first youth summer Olympic. First youth summer Olympic was happened in 2010 in Singapore. Okay. First youth winter Olympic. Youth winter Olympic. Generally, it happens after the 2 years of the summer Olympics. So it is was in 2012 summer Olympics. Fine. So upcoming Olympic event is in 2026 Winter Olympics is in that is already happened. It was in Italy. Okay, Bhabhi ji ke यहाँ. And 2028 Summer Olympics will happen in Los Angeles, USA. Okay. And 2032, actually, I was wrong at that point of time. So 2022, 2032 Olympics, so Summer Olympics will be happening in Brisbane, Australia. And after this, India is trying to bid for the Olympic Games to host. But let us see, the results are not final yet. But it is almost certain that India is going to host. When does second Olympic game happen? So second Olympic Games were happened in 1900 in Paris, France. Okay, and first was in, we know that. Upcoming Olympic events I have told you. So hosting cities, talking about the hosting cities. So most number of time hosted by USA. Okay, about 8 times, 4 times summer, 4 times winter. London has hosted it 3 times. Okay, Paris has hosted it 3 times. Okay, and Los Angeles has hosted it 3 times. So India's performance in Olympics. So talking about the India's performance in Olympics, so India's first participation was in 1900 when the second Olympic happened. But the person who participated from India was not an Indian. He was a Britisher who was gone to the Paris and he participated out of nowhere and he won 2 medals at that. And these were the India first medal. So first was in Norman Pitchard. He won 2 silver in 1900. Okay, 2 silver medal in the athletics. You have to remember. So India's first ever Olympic contingent was sent in 1920. First Olympic contingent. Contingent means a group of players that you send to play the games. Okay. Uh, it was in Belgium. Belgium Olympics. First flag bearer was Kurma Banerjee. Total medals won by India. 41 medals are won by India. 10 golds, 8 won by Indian hockey team. So most number of medals won by any team in the world is 8. Okay, and that is Indian hockey team. Okay, and out of which 10 gold medals were won by India, and 10 gold medals were won, and 8 are won by India. So total number of medals up till now by won by Indian Olympics are 41. That is really shameful, I would say. So talking about India's hockey team, like when it participated, because it was really important. So firstly, it was participated in 1916, and it was going to participate, but no, it do not held due to the World War. Okay, so India first sent its first contingent in 1928 at Amsterdam Olympics. Captain of India's hockey team was Jaspal Singh Munda. 14 goals were scored by Major Dhyan Chand. Okay, and Major Dhyan Chand is considered a wizard of Indian hockey. Then 1932, again India won gold medal at and in 1932, what happened? India beats US by 24-1. Okay, and 1936 Berlin Olympics captain was Dhyan Chand, and at this time Berlin Olympics. At this point of time, he was offered from the Hitler to get the citizenship of Germany and to become a German player. 1940 to 44, it was no Olympic. Okay. 1948 London Olympic. 1948. Okay. 1948 Helsinki Olympic. Balbir Singh Senior scored 5 goals. Okay. Balbir Senior scored 5 goals. 1956 Melbourne Olympics, sixth gold medal won. 1960 was Rome Olympic. Tokyo Olympics was 7 gold medal. India won 2 bronze medal. Okay. So 1968, like you can see that from 1928 to 1956, you can remember that India only won the gold medals. After that, in 1960, we won silver. Okay, when the golden legacy of the Balbir Singh Jr., Balbir Singh Senior, and Major Dhyan Chand ji was gone, then we started to degrade in hockey. So, but in 1964, we again did a comeback and won seventh gold medal. Okay, then 1968 bronze, 1972 bronze, 1976 India with no medal. But in 1980, we won eighth gold medal. Okay. Why we are talking so much about the hockey games? The main reason is that it is our national sport. So individual I would talk. Individual gold first was won by Abhinav Bindra in 10-meter air rifle. Okay, so it was first won by in the shooting. Okay, so talking about 2020, second gold medal individual level. Who won that? Our one and only Neeraj Chopra ji. Neeraj Chopra won gold medal at javelin throw. Okay, by 87.58 meter. Okay, and 7th August, on the day he threw that throw, was is known in India as Javelin Day. Okay, so some notable Olympic medals of India. 1952. Who is the notable? Helsinki Olympic. KD Jadhav. KD Jadhav is the first individual person who won medal for India in wrestling. Okay. Talking about 1996, Leander Pace won bronze medal in tennis. Okay. Talking about 2000, Sydney Olympic, it is really important because here India's first woman, Karan Maleshwari ji, won uh, bronze medal in Olympics at weightlifting. Okay, talking about 2004. 2004 is also silver medal won by Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore. He was former sport minister of India from BJP. Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore. He won shooting. Okay, not talking about the Beijing Olympic. Beijing Olympic, I am saying. So Vijender Singh won bronze medal in boxing and Kumar won bronze medal in wrestling. Okay, Vijender Singh won bronze medal in boxing and Sushil Kumar in wrestling. Okay, in 2008 Beijing Olympics, and we also know that a gold medal was also won at Beijing Olympics. It was won by Abhinav Binda in 2008. Talking about 2012 London Olympics, 2012 London Olympics. So Sushil Kumar, he won silver medal. Okay, Vijay Kumar, he won silver in shooting. Saina Nehwal won bronze in badminton. Okay, Mary Kom won silver in boxing. Yogeshwar Dutt, he won bronze in wrestling. And Gagan Narang won bronze medal in 10-meter air rifle. Talking about 2016 Rio Olympics, important medal are PV Sindhu and Sakshi Malik. PV Sindhu won silver and Sakshi Malik won bronze in wrestling. Okay, talking about 2020 Rio Olympics. 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Talking about Tokyo, we have being associated with the opening ceremony of the Paralympic. Official mascot is so many T. India's rank. What was India's rank? It was 48 at Tokyo Olympics. India's rank was 28. So here some are the medal women: Mirabai Chanu, Lovelina Borgon, okay, PV Sindhu. She won bronze medal. Bajrang Punia, Neeraj Chopra won gold medal, and men's hockey team won bronze medal. Okay. So talking about 2024 Paris Olympics, so torch bearer was Abhinav Bindra. Was Abhinav Bindra. So flag bearer was Achanta Sharat Kamal in 2024, and torch bearer was Abhinav Bindra. Flag bearer for closing ceremony was he. It was PR Srijesh. Who is he? He was the former goalkeeper of the Indian men's hockey team. And chief demission was Bilkis Mir. She is the first Indian jury member in the Olympics. Now talking about medal tally in 2024 Paris Olympic, it is really important to learn the medal tally. So Manu Bhakar was the women's 10-meter air pistol. Okay, Manu Bhakar and Sarabjot Singh. Manu Bhakar and Sarabjot Singh. So mixed team in 10-meter air pistol. Swapnil Kosale, he won in shooting. 50-meter air rifle. Team India hockey. India won bronze. Okay, India won bronze. Okay. So Aman Sherawat was in 57 kg category and he became the youngest Indian to won the medal. Now Manu Bhakar and Manu Bhakar won 2 medals. Happening Kala Sale was the okay. Manu Bhakar. Agar Manu Bhakar. Who is Manu Bhakar? She is a shooter from India and she is the first Indian woman to won 2 medals at a single ceremony. Okay. No, first won a single edition. She won bronze medal in and she won 2 bronze. Okay. Now talking about the gold medal won by athletes in Paralympics. आप लोग बस इनका नाम याद रखेगा and that will be fine, I would say. So talking about Paralympics, Avni Lekhra, Avni Lokra won women 10-air rifles standing SH1. Nitish Kumar won was badminton. Sumit until won javelin throw F64. Okay. Harvinder Singh archery. Dharamveer athletics. Praveen Kumar athletics. Navdeep Singh athletics. Okay. Talking about Indian Olympic Association. Indian Olympic Association established in 1927. Okay, so who was the it was Indian Olympic Association? You need to learn. It is really important part, and you should learn. We will cover all these sports today because we know that we need to do some hard work as the exam is closer to us. So we have to be more studious and we have to spend more time on our study and we have to like divide the distractions so that we can be more focused towards our goal. Okay, so talking about we're at okay, we're at IOA. IOA, see, ठीक है, it was established in 1907. Who was the first president? Was the first president? Oh, it was Darobji Tata. Okay, and the second president was Maharaja Bhupender Singh. Okay, current president, who was the current president was PT Usha. She is also known as Payoli Express. Guys, please wait for 2 minutes. Like, just wait for 2 minutes. So, guys, I welcome you back all. I am really sorry for such a long break. So, now we were at like hmm, IUA. Now we are talking about PT Usha. PT Usha. She is known as Payoli Express. Payoli Express. She is from South India, and in Asian Game 1982, she won gold medal. Okay, and in 1984 Olympics, she missed by 0.01 second. Okay, bronze medal by 0.01 second. Okay, now coming on to some facts about Olympics. What are the some facts about Olympics? Michael Phelps is a swimmer. He has 28 medal. Okay, India has total 41 medal up till now in the Olympics, and Michael Phelps alone has 23 gold medals and 5 other medals he won at Olympics. Okay, why so many medals with it? Because there are not only single events, there are so many events of the swimming that took place in the Olympics. Okay, talking about cricket, in 2028 LA Olympics, cricket is going to be there. Okay, okay, along with other sports such as football, squash, baseball, softball, lacrosse, etc. Okay, Tom Hicks was the first Indian male athlete to win marathon gold medal in Olympic game. Marathon की distance कितनी होती है? Marathon distance is 42.195 kilometer. Okay, South Africa has never hosted any Olympic. India has also not hosted any Olympics. Sheeny Wilson became first Indian woman to carry Indian flag in 1992. Sheeny Wilson was there. Okay. So now we are going to do this. Like I will be writing. Okay. So here we are. So now Shabana Akhtar, first female athlete to represent Pakistan in 1990s. Okay. Sh- This is not going to work. So now talking about so like listen that there is gold medal. So what is gold medal is made of? Gold medal is made of like 92.5% silver and 6 gram of gold is there. Okay. So now talking about the Commonwealth Games. What are Commonwealth Games? They are the games played by the countries who were under the Britishers. So first CWG was in 1913 Hamilton, Canada. Okay. Not held in 1942, 1946 due to World War. There was no. Okay. And Previously called as British Empire Games. Empire Games. India hosted in 2010 at New Delhi. Okay, and that Birmingham. Talking about Birmingham's Commonwealth Games 2022, India finished fourth. Is fourth. Okay, in 2026 Glasgow. So Scotland host India for the fourth time. Commonwealth ratification. May 1949, India ratified Commonwealth membership. Commonwealth nations are 56 countries are there. Okay. Now talking about the Asian Games. So Asian Game all also known as Asiad. So it is an quadrennial multi-sport event held from the athletes from the Asian Game organized by the Olympic Council of India. ठीक है? The first Asian Game was held in 1951 in India and it has opened only um, two times in 1982 and 1951. Okay, first Asian Games all organized by Olympic Council of Asia. Okay, last time it was also at on which ground it was played. So it was here in Delhi. And in Delhi, you will not mark JLN Stadium. JLN Stadium is not that much big. There is one ground, big ground. That's name is it, but you have not marked. Okay, you don't have to mark JLN. Okay, upcoming Asian Games are 20, Hangzhou, Nagoya, Japan 2026. Right now they are happening, and 2030 is in Doha, Qatar. Okay, some facts about Asian set a senior national record during the 2016 South Asian Game held in Guwahati. Okay, India won 5 medals in 1986 held in the Seoul, South Korea. Talking about cricket. So cricket की governing council we know that is ICC इंडिया में है BCCI. So it is also known as ICC was established in 1909. It was known as Imperial Cricket Council. Okay, now it is International Cricket Council. Okay, so governing body is BCCI. So first test match happened in 1877. Okay, first ODI. One was first 1971 is was the day in which first ODI match happened. Australia versus England in Melbourne. Okay, it was in 1971. Cricket World Cup, very important. So first cricket World Cup was women. Okay, first. So it was in 1973. Okay, and 1977, 1975, Men's Cricket World Cup happened. Okay, in England, and winner was West Indies. Was the first winner of the West Indies team, and it happens in England. So we were at we were talking about cricket. So first ODI match was in 1971. First ODI World Cup was at England, and it was won by West Indies. India also won a World Cup in one second, in 1983 under the captainship of Kapil Dev ji. Okay. So India won World Cup two times in 1983 and 2011 under the captaincy of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Okay, in 2023, uh, it was won by Australia, and Australia has the record of most number of ODI World Cup. Okay, ICC Men's Cricket World Cup hosted by India. So when does they were hosted in 1987? They were hosted by India. In 1996, it was hosted by India. Okay. In 2011, they were hosted by India. In 2023, they were hosted by India. And 2032 will be hosted by India upcoming. Okay. T20 World Cup. The 2027 World Cup will be hosted by which countries? South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Namibia. So now coming on to the T20 Cricket World Cup. So this is the new format that is introduced, and its first edition was in 2007. Okay, most number of title is with England. Okay, West Indies and India. Each has two each. Okay, so now India has won two times. In 2007, India won, and recently in 2024, and also India won in 2026. Okay, so it is updated, and upcoming will be hosted by Australia and New Zealand. So, what is Champions Trophy talking about? Trophy. So, Champions Trophy inaugurated in 1998, and who was the host? Of Bangladesh was the host. Okay, and winner was the South Africa current chairperson. So, current champion is Asia of the Asia Cup is India. So, cricket field shape. Talking about the cricket field shape. So generally, it is generally overall circular or circular. Okay. And weight of cricket ball. What is the weight of cricket ball? So it is approximately 156 to 163 gram. Okay. Cricket pitch 22 yard. Okay. Pitch length is 1.22 meter. Okay. Stump length is 1. Okay. Wicket wicket height. It is 28 inches. Okay. One day ODI. These are some rules, basic rules. And when does ball change is allowed in test cricket? So it is only ball change allowed only after 80 overs. Okay. And a team can play minimum of 90 overs in test cricket. Okay. Term, batsman, white ball, Dilip Trophy, Ranji. These are some of the facts. 90 overs. India's ODI debut was in 1971. Okay. In England. Louisiana. So I hope it is clear to you. I think everyone in India is almost expert of the cricket. So now we are going to move on to uh, files. Where are the files? My files. So now we are going to move on to like. So today we are going to cover almost 50. Let's complete this. Hmm. So I'm going to start my practice of like I will hold pen in my mouth and then I will try to speak so that my vocab and my speaking skill can improve. And what is the topic that we are going to cover today? We are going to cover the science and tech. We know that there was no usual questions that were asked last year. So we have to prepare accordingly, according to that only, so that it can be helpful to us. Okay, full screen I am switching on to. And so that you can also remember the thing. Okay, so I have held hold a pen in my mouth. Why? You will understand the reason, because sometimes when I speak English I stutter a lot. So let us start with your lecture. So Sagar, in context of the space research in India, what is and stand for in. Okay, so Indian National Committee of First Space Research, INCOSTAR. What does it stand for and what is it? This committee was constituted in 1962 under the leadership of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. Guys, please do not make fun of mine, because this is a vocal practice. You can also perform it by holding a pen inside your mouth. You will experience that your speaking skills are improving a lot in English. So I'm not right now. I'm preparing to improve my English speaking skills so that I can perform well in the interviews that are upcoming for me. And the thing is that it is really important to have a good English speaking skill in the current scenario, so that you can be more presentable in front of any corporate world. Okay, so please do not make fun of my voice. I'm trying to practice, and we should practice. We all should practice. And I generally do not stream to teach or to earn money. I do it just as a habit, so that I can speak in English and I can improve my vocab. Also, when I teach you, it gives me a motivation that I should teach students, and I'm teaching them what I am studying, because I am also a student. I do not claim myself as a teacher. So please be aware of that, and do not make fun of mine. Okay, Inquest File laid the foundation for the organization research in India, which later became the basis for the establishment of the ISRO. So first, like in 1962, what was made? So Inquest File was that was established. After that, we changed Inquest File into the ISRO. According to the NASA research, which reflects the disappearing at the west. Okay, so there is only one planet whose ring can be discovered, that is Saturn. According to NASA, Saturn rings are rapidly disappearing due to the ring strain process. Okay, we need icy particle fall influence of the gravity and magnetic field. Okay, and based on the observation from the NASA's Cassini mission, but it's Cassini, Huygens and Cassini were there. So Cassini discovered the rings, and Huygens discovered what? Huygens discovered. So Huygens discovered like what are the result of Huygens? He discovered the gap between the rings. Okay, and these rings can be can vanish in 100 million years. Okay. Now coming on the next part, what is the significance of the Bharatiya Antariksh Station? It was India's first nuclear okay, it will be India's reference station into orbit, and India decided to launch it by 2035. And where it will place it, it will place in the low Earth orbit, okay? Why is 20? And what is significant on microgravity high technology experiment enable long-term human research as well as Earth observation for the disaster monitoring. Now coming on to the Chandrayaan skill lander, we can use advanced technology hazard directed to Earth during the landing. Landers hazard direction and the avoidance camera processing algorithm which advanced hazard direction avoidance during the landing, laser Doppler imaging and AI-assisted navigation. No, synthesis research. So this the question contains answer in research. In most of the questions, you have to notice that. Okay. So lander radar direction and advisor camera LSDAC processing algorithms used in Chandrayaan 3 lander Vikram to detect hazard during the landing to accurately identify fates and large boulders slow present in the lunar surface. Okay. What is the purpose of the solar observatory SOHO mission? So, what is the purpose of the SOHO mission? So, the SOHO mission observatory mission was okay. So, to study the cosmic mass, cosmic micro, to provide insight into the sun to explore Earth's atmosphere to Earth's magnetic field. So it was like we know that Hydro is related to the sun, so it was made to provide the insight into the sun. The solar Hydro mission was launched jointly by ESA, European Space Agency, and NASA in December 1995 to study the internal structure of the sun and its outer corona and the solar wind. So you should learn the solar wind heliospheric observatory was launched for us to study the insight into the sun. Okay, when in India's L1 mission will be placed. So so it was placed at the Lagrange point 1 between the Earth and solar points, where the gravity within the Earth and the Sun makes it to make the satellite more stable, and so it stays there and it studies the Sun and the Earth. Okay, Aditya L1 mission, the first mission placed in halo orbit around the Sun at Lagrange point L1, approximately 1.5 kilometers from the Earth. It monitors solar atmosphere and the solar wind. Which Indian satellite provides the resolution image for monitoring agriculture, forestry, and the coastal resources? So, which is that reset, insert, GSAT, or 4B? I do not have any high resolution image for monitoring agriculture, forestry, and the coastal resources. Cartosat, maybe because Carto is known as the map. So, we will study. So, Cartosat 3 is an advanced third generation Earth observation satellite by ISRO. It's one of the world's highest resolution civilian radio sensing. Is one of the Earth is third developed by ISRO, and it is one of the world's highest resolution civilian remote, providing images with clarity of 25 centimeters. That is really big achievement for the ISRO. So now coming on to the next part, what is the main objective of the Genome India project? So what map genetic diversity of India, develop new vaccine, improve crop yield. What is the main objective of the Genome India project? Genome India India project is launched by which country? It is Department of the Biotechnology in January 2020, and its objective is to add genetic diversity of Indian population at 10,000 to create a comprehensive research. Okay, so to study the Indian diversity within India, we are developing a Genome India project. Okay, so what is the main purpose of Inspire program by the government of India? What does to promote science education? Okay, to develop nuclear to advanced space. So it's a simple answer है. We know that we student also can inspire internship. So the student, the bright student who get a high number of percentage in class 12, the government provide them inspire internship. So innovation in trying to pursuit of inspiration is a flagship program at DOPT, DS Department of Science and Technology, student between 10 to 38 towards science in early and development of research and development. What is the primary objective of the India's largest level to after the solar activity? What is the most Soho mission was for it? Soho mission to study the sun's inner structure, corona, and the things that are there. What is the purpose of India's largest to other the solar activity? We know that so much of things happen on the sun's surface. So Aditya mission has gone to study that. Okay, accumulate solar and atmosphere. What is a recent experiment will aim to explore Sun at Lagrange point L1. So it is very easy. Aditya L1 is a mission. Okay. Now going on next part, which mission like ISRO aims to explore the Venus and study it? So you can easily answer. Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan is a different thing. Chandrayaan is from Mars. Mangal is we know that is from Mars. So Shukrayaan is also known as uh, the Shukran is also known as the Venus Orbiter Mission. It is to map several of the Venus and conduct an in-depth study of its atmosphere. ISRO plans to launch this mission by March 2028. The Gaganyaan mission is three-day mission that aims to send astronauts into the space. Three-day mission. That's how many? I think five are there, no? Okay, three astronauts are going there. So So Gaganyaan mission is a three-day mission at sending three astronauts into the space. Okay, and what is the name given to these? What is the name given to these astronauts? Is the Vyomnauts. Vyomnauts. Okay, which Indian biotechnology company developed the first indigenous mRNA vaccine for COVID-19 with support to the DP and DBT and direct. Okay, so it was given by the Genome Biopharmaceutical Limited. Okay. What is the name of the India's space observatory launched to observe celestial formula and the black hole? What was like this Chandrayaan 2 Astrosat. Okay, Astrosat India's first dedicated multivalent space observatory launched by ISRO in September 2015. Okay, it is capable of simultaneously studying high celestial phenomena such as black hole, neutron star, and active generating X-ray optical UV spectrum. What is the name of India's reusable launch currently being developed by ISRO? So, what is it? So, I think R stands for the reusable. I am going to with the A, but the answer is C. So, let us see what is the problem. So, it is RSTD. So, India's reusable launch vehicle is the RLVTD Reusable Launch Vehicle technology demonstrated developed by Indian Space Research Organization. It is designed to significantly reduce the number of satellite launches, makes exploration more economical. Please remember reusable launch vehicle RLV. Okay, this is the full form. How has the use of AI improved the healthcare services? Very generic question, I would say. By providing accurate, okay, by eliminated, by replacing, by reducing, by eliminating need of the patient. So C is the answer. India has recently become fourth country to successfully space docking. Which of the following countries has achieved this feat before India? We know that India has recently achieved space docking. So, what are the main countries in the world who can be higher? So, US, Russia, and China have already space achieved it, and India has achieved by SpaceX experiment mission. Okay, in 2024. So, which of the following statement about Polaris down mission when Alien belt radiation belt? When alien belts consist of the charged particle originated exclusively from the Polaris down studies the biological effect radiation that traveling through the high radiation zone around the Earth. Its spacecraft watching through the when alien belts must limit their transit time to reduce the exposure. Okay. The when alien belts consist of charged particles originating exclusively. Okay, exclusively. Police done studied the and talent to the high radiation zone around. This one is correct. Space of passing through the when must limit their target time to reduce. I think 2 and 3 are correct, and 1 is little bit fishy. Okay, so when Allen belt, we should remember the particle generated not only from sun but also cosmic rays are trapped by the Earth's magnetic field. Therefore, statement 1 is incorrect. The Bharatiya Antariksh Station (BS) is planned to space. What? So India is going to is planning its space like Bharat Antariksh Station, space station in the low Earth orbit. So, what is the distance? So, please remember it is approximately 400 to 450 kilometers of the Earth's surface. Okay, so it was uh, it was developed by Indian Space Research Organization. One of the key India's Venus orbiter missions is to study surface topography of the Venus. Okay, one of the key objectives of the India's Venus orbiter mission is to study surface topography of the air globe and atmosphere. Well, to study surface topography of Venus. So we know that the answer will be air globe and atmosphere. We know that Venus is known as a morning star. It has too much of glow in it. So primary objective of Index is to study the airflow and the density and the composition of the atmospheric dust on the Venus. Okay. What's the primary role of the INSAT 3DS satellite launched under the GHSL F-14 mission? So the to monitor India's defense satellites, okay, defense satellites, okay, and communication network to provide direct-to-home broadcasting services across rural India to enhance the meteorological and weather forecasting. So to show a backup interplay. Contribute to overall organization. Enhance the meteorological GS. Yes. Forecasting cycle extension, climate and change trends. Okay. Read the following statement and assertion in G and choose a calculation. The GDUAL Launch Vehicle Technology Demonstration RLTD program is to the cornerstone for India's future in digital space access and capacity. RLTD mission, okay. Are especially designed to target crucial technology, hypertonic autonomous landing system, structure region, and winged re-entry vehicle. Okay, a crucial designed to crucial technology, hypertonic autonomous landing. Region is correct. So is it correct? I think it is also explaining that. So we are so ISRO has divided RW program into phases like HTX, REX, LEX, and SPX. Where the ISRO's mission with its primary objective, Chandrayaan 2, first solar study, no, lunar orbiter, correct, sun. So Chandrayaan sun study and the Mars orbiter mission, we know that. Okay, so here is also again Mom Mangalyaan was in 2013, Chandrayaan 2 2019, Aditya L1 is in 2023. What is the purpose of the DISA satellite? DISA studying Earth's upper ocean and space weather. Stratosphere. DISA disturb quiet ionosphere terrestrial system for high altitude. Okay, this is correct. Twin satellite says studying Earth over atmosphere and space weather will be correct. What is the first planet going to launch a rocket into India? Skyroot Aerospace is recently become the first Indian company to create a history by launching a rocket in November 18, 2022 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in 19 in Sriharikota. The ISRO satellite series is used mainly for meteorological and weather forecasting purposes. So, talking about ISRO satellite series used mainly for meteorological and weather forecasting purposes. Weather forecasting, cartos, like weather forecasting, no. INSAT, no. Weather forecasting. So, INSAT, Indian National Satellite System, is primarily used for meteorological, weather forecasting, and disaster warning and telecommunication. The largest domestic communication satellite in Asia Pacific region. Which of the following mission will put India among the select few nations having technology for reusable launch vehicle? So, reusable launch vehicle landing experiment is launched by ISRO, aimed at developing fully reusable launch vehicle. It is a elite group of nations such as USA, Russia, and China that possesses the technology rockets to deploy the space and return to the safely to the Earth. How does India's space technology contribute to the national development goals such as disaster by using satellite data, crop monitoring, and resource mapping? Okay, disaster management should also be man mission via real-time social media alert through. A will be the answer. Very easy question. India's space technology, agriculture, disaster management, and natural resources. Okay. Which of the following is correct objective of the ISRO's Gaganyaan to establish permanent, okay, standing Gaganyaan to establishing a permanent space station? No. Assist sending unmanned rover? No. So Gaganyaan mission is regarding three member crew will be sent in the space up till the height of the 400 kilometer. And what is the height of the India's space station that it is going to post? So it will be going to be around 400 kilometer to 450 kilometer in which India's space station will be placed. Where the auditor alone mission whether to the corresponding measurement objective, which of the following is correct? So, solar, solar, yeah. Oh, do you correct? No? So really he is related to the corona imaging, okay? Is you related to UAS, so let's access positive. Okay. And ASPX is related to the solar wind and particle. We are the following the feature of the astrosat mission we have studied the single it is a sign of multivariate observation. Space rocket executed multivariate space observation, not a satellite, which can transmit okay. Which out of following the future event are stored Aditya elimination, that is the sun, chromosphere, and corona. Additionally, no other asteroids in hand can improve forecasting to show should but a major future over physics and surround corona mapping asteroid via Neptune ground enhanced rainfall prediction. Okay, improved space weather forecasting for the southern and power system. I would say she will be the correct answer because everything in the space, especially in our solar system, is related to the sun. So it is very important to like to study the sun's behavior in the solar system, which is which high altitude observatory in India is known as the house hosting of optical infrared telescope for the space observation in Ladakh. Okay. So Nainital is in Uttarakhand, Mount Abu is in Rajasthan, Udaipur. So Hanley Indian Astronomical Observatory is a high observatory in the Ladakh. It is at the highest height in India. So Udaipur is in Rajasthan, known for study of the sun. Aryabhatta Observatory in India is the largest optical telescope. This optical telescope is located here. Mount Abu is in Rajasthan, known as the infrared astronomy. Okay, and Hanley is there. It is located at the place called Hanley in Leh of the Ladakh. Okay. Auditor Alone mission was launched to replace InSat series of weather satellite. Okay. Auditor L1 successfully entered the halo orbit around the Lagrange point L1 plus solar activity. It's correct. Auditor L1 mission was launched to replace InSat. It's a weather satellite. Auditor L1 is not a weather satellite, bro. So correct answer is only two. I had dedicated solar mission. Okay. And either have placed in Lagrange point island located approximately 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth. The advanced technology is being tested. ISRO's new generation launch vehicle intended to replace PSLV or GSLV. Okay, what advanced technology next generation vehicle? So reusable thing is being used. We know that. So it's so Okay, quantum entanglement control, limited propulsion, and multiple orbital dropout. Okay, what's the main objective of the SCAT mission? SCAT, we can monitoring earthquake zone, okay, measuring atmospheric ozone depletion, weather forecasting and mapping forecast. SCAT, measuring atmospheric ozone. So SCAT is there to monitoring ocean wind and weather. Was launched in 26 September 2016 by PSLV C-35 rocket. Which of the following ISRO's initiative launched with the vision of the Catch Them Young aims to introduce school students to space science and technology? So ISRO has started Yuvika Young Scientist Program with the Catch Them Young. The aim of this program is to provide basic knowledge of the space technology and its application of the student of the ruler, giving them priority. Earth's remote sensing satellite EOS are primarily designed to drill into Earth's EOS drill into Earth's crust for millions simple monitor whether he use environmental changes on Earth. B. Monitor weather and land use and okay on Earth. What is the name of the satellite launched by ISRO GSLV F09 was a gift of the SAARC nation? South Asia satellite. So GSAT-9 is also known as South Asia satellite. Is a communication satellite built by ISRO. It was purposed to give to SAARC countries used by neighborhood first policy of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In collaboration with which country ISRO developing the Trishna satellite for high resolution thermal infrared. So Trishna is being developed with the help of the French Space Energy CNES. Okay. Its primary objective is of the satellites is to high resolution monitoring of land surface and temperature. How can NISAR provide the valuable information for understanding the fluid injection and the earthquake? Okay, when NISAR provide by tracking changes in the surface elevation associated with the pumping and injection by measuring seismic. NISAR provide the valuable info of the understanding of the relation fluid injection earthquake. Changes pumping and injection. Yeah, it is explaining. Is the answer. What is the recent mission launched by ISRO? History L1. Space deck is space docking. Okay, and Bharti entry to 2035. Okay, it, it will be in 400 to 450 kilometer. Which of the following best describe the main objective of the Indo-French megatropic satellite mission? Understanding the convective systems and the water cycle in the tropical region, studying a polar. Okay, Meg tropics. So Trishna mission is with whom? It is with our friendly ally, that is. A big shout out to sir like Aditya sir. He has provided such a good PDF of the PYQs. We are really thankful of him that he is providing such kind of PDF. And I think it is free. It is not paid. I've got it on like Telegram. What is the name of the India's first reusable hybrid rocket launched by Tamil Nadu based startup? So Rumi 1. Rumi 1 Martin Group and the Space Zone India. Rumi 1 is launched successfully by a Tamil Nadu based startup Martin Group. 64. What was the key scientific objective of the Chandrayaan to stay and the study on to orbit the moon? Oh, to rush a safe to landing and do that. You know that the Chandrayaan 3 was launched and it landed on the south side of the moon. The soft landing to successfully demonstrate safe landing on the south lunar southward. Rover observation to provide capability of operating program rover to the lunar surface in situ experiment to conduct scientific studies of the elements, soil minerals present on the lunar surface. But yeah, India space mission successfully launched one and a fourth satellite into a single mission. So what was it? AstroSat Chandrayaan-3 PSLV C37 successful initiation of the LGS system into single mission. So ISRO's PSLV C31 launched a total of 144 satellites into a single mission on 15 February 2017. One satellite of India's Cartosat 2 series and also series 5. So this can be a great reason for India to launch to act as a launcher of the world. Like we know that we are famous for cost-effective solutions of everything. So we can take the satellites of the foreigners and launch it into space and take money from them. It is really good work. Instead of having technology auditor, just shoot other and run to a solver near the other focus. This is totally correct. Solex instrument is a high resolution X-ray spectrum. It studies the active area of X-ray. Okay. High resolution X-ray spectrum. Yeah, I would say both are correct. That. Yeah. One of the primary methods are the loopback mission. ISRO and JAXA. Loopback is study Martian atmosphere and deploy communication satellites in continuing water on the loopback is related to lunar. So it is also known as Chandrayaan 4. It is in association with the Japanese space agency and the Indian ISRO. The objective of this mission is to explore those regions southward of the moon, always remain in the darkness, availability content and purchase presented in the form of ice. It is a platform is used for scientific area under the Inspired Manak scheme. Science and technology. What is platform? Inspired portal. Inspired के लिए inspired portal use होगा ना? What kind of question is this? So, what is unique feature? The single Chandrayaan 3 lander became first versus Chandrayaan 2. So, which was launched using new launch vehicle. It has an so we know that Chandrayaan 2 was failed. After that, ISRO launched Chandrayaan 3 and it was successful because they have upgraded the navigation and the hazard avoidance capabilities. On which they was second is the GS2 GSL was launching Nissan flagged off. So it was in the March 2025. What is the major benefit of the India Data Relay Satellite System IDRSS? So IDRSS, solar energy from space, deep space exploration, internet access, real-time communication with low Earth orbit satellite and the astronauts. Ramba P onboard Chandrayaan 3 is designed to probe lunar number 3 LP photon plasma. Number LP is designed to study characteristics of plasma such as electron density and temperature present near the lunar surface. Please remember it. Lunar plasma, you can remember LP means lunar plasma. Okay. With the primary purpose DS such as the launch abroad in PS. Okay. SAR, DS, SAR. For SAR remaining Singapore or no, start external not for needing upper stratospheric gases. Yeah, I would say uh, this should be weird. So GSS satellite launched a 625 basically to provide host to objects to a high precision radar imaging services under all weather conditions day and night. By the following is the correctly described as RLV ADH-02 landing experiment conducted by ISRO. Pushpak vehicle was released from 4.5 km altitude, 4 km distance from runway, performed okay, RLV, reusable launch vehicle, without any structural extension. Okay, okay. I'd say all statements are looking to be correct. Correct. But only 1 and 3 are correct. Okay. What, what launch vehicle has been approved by UN Cabinet to support India's Bhartiya Antariksh Space Station? Angeli Henry GC. Which launch vehicle has been approved by next Angel is supported. Okay. So this is the next generation launch vehicle known as the Soham. Angel is Soham, please remember. So this will fulfill ambitious goals at the constructing Bharti Antariksh and like anticipation is for 2035 and we are planning to send human on the moon by 2040. Nisar is a satellite mission primarily launched with type of imaging. Radar imaging, space optical imaging. Radar imaging, I would say I would go radar imaging. Radar sir, technology in which radar imaging is used, capable of monitoring Earth's surface, earthquake, and their net in weather. Okay, evaluate the following scenario related to reusable launch vehicle. RLVs are being explored. Okay, the have interior operation and traditional computer external. No, yeah, two will correct. Like first situation is, if you are having a reasonable answer, it is very beneficial for it. TV even test drive evaluated by which system on Gaganyaan mission. Apex LRJ and say CS. So what is CS? Crew escape system for the Gaganyaan. So if there is some problem, so crew can escape using this system also known as the crew escape system. Okay? So during the test of the award water anti-transit rocket primarily successful credits on the main rocket and simply landed in the Bay of Bengal with the help of the parachute. What is the primary function of the solar wind ion spectrometer included in Apex payload Aditya L1? Record UV energy, okay. Let me understand the question. What is the primary function of the solar wind ion spectrometer solar wind? Record reverse solar cell on the tuned solar sources, changing the earth during the solar wind photon and human. I think this is correct. Solar wind and correct will be the answer. So detect the directions of the solar wind. So Aditya solar wind, Aditya switch solar wind and the primary function of the solar wind ion spectrometer is to study the solar wind from the sun and study the wind particles, protons, and the helium nuclei. Okay, liquid oxygen methane LUX meth has been chosen as the preferred propellant combustion for the India next generation launch vehicle. Okay, methane offers advantages such as so. I think it is explaining and it is a really good question. This kind of question should come so that we can get full marks. Why has ISRO proposed development of the third launch pad beyond existing facility in Sri to serve exclusively as a data relay hub enhancing satellite to accommodate space tourism mission for future to provide backup support in case of emergency ground failure during the launches. Okay, I would say. So why will they have proposed an extra third launch pad? The main reason is like answer D. As we know that we are increasing the capacity of the satellite launch vehicles and we are also taking satellites from the different countries for the launching. So we need more space station. Apart, we have two. There are two stations, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota, and now we are proposing third launch pad. Okay, to launch our vehicle because we have also entered the private players into the game. So as we know that the number of satellites India will be launching is going to increase, so it is really necessary to have a two. Nisar satellites the dual frequency requirement X and Y can't go. I do not have any single idea what is this. So L and S. So NISAR between NASA and ISRO synthetic aperture radar is a joint mission by American Space Agency and NASA. Okay, and L-band radar it has been developed by NASA. Its wavelength is long. Okay, it capable of dense order players see the and S1 is has been developed by ISRO in primary research and coastal area, ice sheet, and agriculture monitoring. Now we have completed up till 100. Tomorrow we will complete up till 200. So please stay with me. Like we will practice it together, and we are going to get mutual benefit out of this. Thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. And now I'm going to disconnect my phone.